goodbye. Well, they're the teams now warming up for the first semi-final, and the Russians got a very strong side indeed. It has great depth, and we've got 5 members of the Olympic unified team that came fourth in Barcelona, the Olympic Games last season. Bazarevich, Babkov, Mikhailov, all big names. They're up against a Croatian team which is depleted somewhat. It won the silver medal, having to play the American Dream Team in the Olympic final in Barcelona. But you've got some good big names in there, and but they do miss Tony Kukoc, and of course the tragic death of Drazen Petrovic, captain of the team last season in Germany just recently, and that has been mourned here. So the starting 5: Sukarev, Bazarevich, Babkov, Mikhailov and Panov, Alanovic, Brankovic, Jedetikanin, Komacec and Raja. That's the Croatian lineup on the right. And Dino Raja, who so often played with Tony Kukoc, who incidentally has got a throat infection after an operation for tonsillitis. That's Raja, so Croatia in the red strip and attacking the basket to our left. Alanovic, the number 8, under real pressure from his opposite Nunda Nosov. And that was a beautiful piece of penetrating play by the point guard from Zagreb. Originates from the Zadar club, immediately into defensive mode. It'll be interesting to see who can gain the ascendancy in the early stages of this. What a lovely piece of blocking play there by the number 11. And that's Stojko Brankovic, former player with the Boston Celtics, and he's a big, big player, and at 2 meters and 17. Blocking the player out. So Alanovic brings it down again. Alanovic defended by Nosov. These two contesting possession at the moment. The number 12 is Jetikanin. And that's another piece of penetrating play there by the Croatians. The foul there on Sukaharev, the number 6, clearly signalled by the official. Russia fourth in Barcelona. Very, very solid side. Look at that. There's the foul being committed, finally. And so on the line, the Croatian number 12, Jetikanin, is just 2 meters tall, 29 years old. The newcomer to the Croatian side. Now, what's his free shooting like? Pretty effective. So 4 to Croatia, good start from them. This fellow's quite useful, Bazarevich, the number 9, being defended by Alanovic. Nice little screen being set on the top there. Raja, the big number 14 in the red strip, a good solid player he is. Big man. And Brankovic in the middle defending, as you see, but that was a lovely little hook shot over the top of the player at 2 meters and 17. The number 14 is Panov, Sergei Panov. He's from Ryazan in Russia, lives in Leningrad now. 4-2 then. Nice rotation on the top with Komacec moving to the top of that play, and that was a nice little assist from Raja. And the 2 points to Jetikanin, the number 12. But the work done by Dino Raja, plays with Messaggero in Rome now, originates from Split. 6-2, Croatia in the lead in the early stages of this semi-final. Babkov. Actually, Babkov fouled on his way across there by Jetikanin. Babkov, useful player too. He's scored well, good three-point shooter and guard. It's the fella driving on the left hand now, being clearly fouled on his way through. Bazarevich looking to use that screen. Oh, and he looked to drive and just lost contact with the ball. Bazarevich looking to get past Alanovic rather. That's a good shot again, but once again Brankovic is in the way, and well retrieved there by Komacec. The Croatians playing well at the moment. Was there a foul? No, nothing called. The defending player struck the ball. Nice, 2-on-1. Is it gone in? It has gone in, and that's Sergei Panov again. The coach to the Russians, Yuri Selikov, a wily customer with a good few members, as I said, of the team that represented the well, it was called the unified team. That was the interim stage between the Soviet Union and the various individual nations. Oh, what a beautiful assist! Yes! And once again, Jetikanin, the executioner. 8-4, Croatia leading. 17 minutes, 11 seconds left in this first half. Bazarevic fouled on the initial stages before the shot went up, so that will not be free shots in that sense. That's Yuri Selikov. His opposite number is Mirko Novosel, who we saw so often coaching the Yugoslav sides. Oh, what a big shot that was! And I said that Bazarevic was dangerous, and this is Novosel, the coach to Croatia. He knows it too, and his players will have to tie that player down. A weak side created there beautifully for Raja to go in, and he's fouled by Mikhail Mikhailov, 22 years old at 2:06. What a good tournament he's had so far. He's one of those hidden players. He's the player who's always in the right place at the right time. Good rebound, good inside the paint, that's that restricted area. And look at the height he got there, but just illegal. Raja, yes. Big Dino Raja. He's one of the best-known players in Europe, and such an experience. He's played in the World Junior Championships back in 1987, and created that. We saw that first duo between him and Kukoc, and which has gone on ever since. It's a shame Kukoc can't play. Silver medalist from Seoul Olympics in 1988. So, Babkov now taking over that point guard role. Good screen being set by Mikhailov on the far side, and once again Babkov is in, and Babkov is now starting to make his mark. 10-9, just 1 point between these sides. Croatia 1 up. Still a long way to go in this first half, but well, as you can see, 15-42. But it's a very fast-paced game, this. The Olympic silver medalists will not find this easy at all. Now, is that interference? Everyone else thinks it is. Well, it is too, as you can see the reaction from the coach. I think they've given that. We'll see in a moment. There, ball adjudged to be in its downward flight. Well, no, I don't think they have. I think he signalled a 1-on-1. Oh, it is, it's been given. It's been given, and this is a bonus shot. So, basket interference, fouled in the act of shooting. And that's the three-point play. Yes, he gets the three-point play, and there's the evidence. 12-10 now to Russia. 15 minutes, 28 seconds left in this first half. Very, very close encounter, this. Good shot there from Brankovic. Big man making his presence felt. Number 11, Croatia. 12-all. Babkov with the ball now, the point guard. Shifting, looking for the opportunity. So it's a combination defence, and that's 3 points, which will do very little to encourage the zone defence play. And that's Babakov as well. Again, he's playing well at the early stages. Man-to-man the defence on the part of the Russians at the moment. And the Croatians finding it difficult to get inside. Number 13, Komacek, just pushing the ball out. That was a good one right from the start for Jetikanin, the 29-year-old. 15-all. Jetikanin is a newcomer since the Olympics. Oh, I say, that was a beautiful piece of play there by the Russian number 9, Bazarevic. Bazarevic, coached by Yuri Selikov. Got a glimpse of him there. So 17-15, the team in white, leading by just 2. So, Panov, and now once again Babkov. Babkov being allowed all the freedom in the world. And that'll be a held ball, will it? No. Been recovered and eventually retrieved by Raja. Raja trying desperately to get hold of that ball, couldn't, and Babkov gets it. And initiates the play again. A sloppy all-round, that one. Each team with 3 fouls at the moment. Now, Sukarev, the number 6, rotating under the basket. A very, very scrappy phase, this. And that's Zhetikanin collecting that ball at the end. Shot coming up from Alanovic. Oh, superb piece of play once again by Bazarevic from the Dynamo Moscow club, the point guard, almost 100 full internationals, and you can see why. Croatia on this occasion without the great Dražan Petrovic, killed in a car crash here in Germany just recently, and so you won't see a number 4 shirt on court. There's a number 16 instead as a mark of respect. Now, got a foul there, I think. Yes, we have. Blocking foul, in fact. And it's against Komacek. There he is, number 13, Arijan Komacek from Zadar. Regarded by many as the best player in that Zadar club. But I have to say that the Russians are getting very closely inside, and they're not being pressured too heavily on the outside at the moment, so the Croatians with a little bit to do. And once again, that was good play this time, though. He's put out of bounds, though, for Vankovic, the former Aris player. And KK Zadar player, too, so he's been around, but he's had a brief spell in the United States. Didn't go terribly well in the pros. So Bazarevic once again. Oh, Bazarevic being given so much space, and the rebound situation being dominated at the moment by the Russians. And it's a very, very shaky start indeed by Croatia. With the Russians clearly controlling the early stages of the match, the Croatian coach, Mirko Novosel, was clearly unhappy with his players, but he could do little to change things. And as we move on towards the end of the first half, the Russian lead is now 6 points. The Croatians not really able to get into a rhythm here. They're being dominated, certainly defensively, and they're causing those sort of mistakes all the time. And there's going to be a substitution, and that is the end result. That's unfortunate, because I think the player struck the cameraman by the upright there, and it is Bazarevic, and that would be unfortunate. But once again, watch this, they've got in, absolutely in, and the defensive player's in too late. Raja in too late. Raja's good attempt to defend, and that's the shot that the cameraman got as his camera struck this man, Bazarevic. A 28-year-old. And coach Yuri Selikov a little bit concerned there. 37-29, Russia from Croatia. 3 minutes and 20 to go, first half. And the Croatians finding no way in. Whether the Russians can keep up this defence for much longer, well, we'll see. But they are a very talented side. As I began by saying, they've got 5 members of the Olympic side, the unified side, in this team. It's a 1-on-1 from that foul. There. Foul on 14 white, which is Panov, and that's the Russian number 14, his first foul. Well, that's the sort of shot you need. This is the man who's just been substituted on Zurich. He's 2 meters and 5, 27. Wasn't in the Olympic side in Barcelona last year. And remember, Croatia were the team that had to play the dream team in the final. And it wasn't entirely one-way traffic, but it was a very difficult task for them. However, European basketball, no, nothing called. There was a foul called before the shot went up. European basketball, I was going to say, very much in the ascendancy at the moment. There are more teams emerging from the restructuring of Europe, and more talent coming into the scene. There you have the foul against Parasovic. It's his third foul, I have to tell you. Well, look, I was going to say a good rebound, but it didn't quite work out like that. This is a jump ball, and poor Tabak can't get the hang of it either. Tabak, he's a good player. Started off life as a handball player, and then changed to basketball. And Croatia are glad for that. Drafted by the Houston Rockets. That's the Croatian wearing number 10. So,
Once again, we've got Alanovic on court, and Parasovic looking to get the shots over. That was better from Parasovic. He's got to hit a few from out there. He is a good shooter. And really, the way that Croatia have played with the scoreline, as you saw at 37-33, with just 2:25 to go, that really does lead you to believe that if the Croatians can put just a little bit of their game together, then they'll be in good shape. That was the most positive piece of attacking play, wasn't it, by Babkov? I just have a feeling that there was a misunderstanding there once again in the defence, but defensively the Croatians have been a disaster here. They really have. Tabak trying to get inside, can't. Was that a 3-second violation? The end result, possession, as you see, to the Russian side. 39-33, both teams on 18 fouls. So fouls will be punished with the one-on-one situation. Bazarevic is in again, but this time he didn't make the shot, and he sensed pressure there that wasn't. And that's another poor piece of shooting, but now, is he going to put the ball on the floor? He is. You see, when you consider a player of his experience, Zurich, he's not been an international, to the best of my knowledge, for some time, for very long, but for a man his size, 2 meters and 5, putting the ball like that on the floor, I know it was knocked out of his hands that time, but then he's putting it on the floor instead of getting it to full height. But he was under awful pressure, wasn't he? And it was illegal pressure, and he gets a free shot, and he's successful. I can't compliment the Russian side enough, because they have played remarkably well. They're only 5 points ahead for all their toils. And it's come in a strange way, really. It's come from their ball handlers penetrating, with Bazarevic getting inside. Babkov's been getting inside. Gorin, for a brief time, was getting inside as a ball handler. So they've got some good ball handlers there. Babkov out on the top at the moment. That's Sukharev. And Nosov just waiting to get inside. In fact, it's Bazarevic, isn't it? Bazarevic defended by Tabak. Oh, I say, what a mismatch. And Tabak, at 2 meters and 11, he can't stop him either. Well, Tabak had his work cut out, and it's 41-35. And the shooting percentages of Bazarevic and Babkov, pretty good, I would say. Bazarevic has been outstanding. Now, that's the first time that they've got inside, and Parasovic gets 2. 42 seconds left in this first half then. And what a good game we've got. Just 4 points separating the sides in this Coca-Cola sponsored event. It really is a good one too. Once again, they're down the baseline. Weak side pass, giving the option of the shot, taken and succeeded. Mikhailov, he's done that several times. 22 seconds to go. And we've got a timeout. And it's the Croatian timeout, and they need it. Just take a brief look at some of those fine skills there from Babkov, for number 10 for Russia. A lot of Greek fans in this crowd. This is a tournament, as one would expect, to attract the very best. And they're here, former winners back in 1987. So, Croatia waiting to get in a shot with just 8 seconds left, and they're nowhere near it. They've got to get the shot up very shortly. It's got to go up. They're going to run out of clock. It's too late, and they didn't get the shot away, and they lost an opportunity to take 2 points, and they're reprimanded by their coach Mirko Novosel to no avail. There's the scoreline. Russia 43, Croatia 37 at half-time.
June on ESPN America.
Hits it high!
The most revered trophy in American sport finds a new home. Major League Baseball continues with live primetime games, Sunday Night Baseball, and interleague matchups.
The sizzle keeps on going.
And the stars of tomorrow compete in the College World Series.
They win it!
All this and much more this June on ESPN America.
the Russians with an advantage. Russia in the white strip, and the Olympic silver medalist Croatia in some trouble at the moment. Bazarevic for Russia, by far the most outstanding player in the first half. He got 18 points and really was prolific in every sense. That is not going to be a basket. That's going to be a foul against the number 8, Alanovic. The foul occurring before the shot was taken. So we've got 2 free throws. Panov, Sergei, he's from Ryazan originally, and now lives in Leningrad, the Spartak St. Petersburg club. Designated a forward. He's a right-hander, and that he put to good use there, didn't he? 44-37, and at this stage one has to say that the Croatian side do look as though they miss the superb skills of Drazen Petrovic, who was killed in a car crash recently, their captain, their Olympic captain, and a mark of respect. They've not put the number 4 vest out on court on this European Championship occasion. They've given us a number 16, and the international governing body have agreed to that, and that's a fine piece of respectful acknowledgement of a great player. Is that in? Yes, it is. That's Yuri Selikov, pacing relentlessly as he was throughout the whole of the first half. Komanzic. 44-40, the Croatians back in it. Well, having said at the first half, Bazarevic of Russia got 18 points, then he's the man that they've got to try and stop. And you see, if they cover him, then you've still got number 10 Babkov popping the ball away, 46-40. But the weakness in the Croatian offense at the moment is in the ball handling division. They're not penetrating, they're not getting inside, and the ball not coming into the likes of the fellow with it at the moment, Dino Raja, who's one of the great players. He really is. That's interference. That'll be 2 points. And the ball being called back by the referee. It has to be in contact with him first. There's Mirko Novosel, the coach to the former Yugoslav teams, of course. Their wonderful record for all to see. Oh, the long shot. Oh, it's a three-pointer from Babkov. Well, now Babkov's doing what Bazarevic did in the first half. Raja playing outside now, trying to get the ball inside. There's a foul, Alanovic. Foul on Bazarevic. Shakes his head. He's had a marvellous match so far. Almost 100 full international appearances, and you can see why, can't you? Alanovic from the Sabona Zagreb club. Lives in Zagreb. And that's Alanovic. Missing that, and that's not going well for him. Now, once again, the pressure being put on Bazarevic, but he penetrates so well. That was better by Alanovic. Alanovic trying to get inside, does so. Handed off, no one there. Yes, there is a man inside, but look at that, another error again, by this time by Sveti Kanin, and I have to say that there are errors by the minute. Oh, there's a technical foul against Vrankovic, absolutely right. 2 meters and 17, Stojko Vrankovic threw the ball. If you get a look at it on this shot, threw the ball as an opponent who had beaten him. Clearly beaten him there, faked him, got the foul there. Watch this. Throws the ball at him and gets a technical foul, and that's just what Croatia don't need. And it's 49-43, Russia over Croatia, 16:36 to go. And this is as much in disarray as I've seen a Croatian side. They had their first international basketball competition in the pre-Olympics in June, July last year, but Really, they showed up so well in the Olympic Games to take the silver medal, but they have lost Drazen Petrovic, and I can tell you that penetrating class guard is so sorely missed, and not only on the basketball court either. Well, that's a 100% record gone. Just looking down at the... had 3 out of 3, did Bazarevic, but that's gone now. Got that one. 51-43. And the Croatians have never, ever got into contention, really. Alanovic now 51-43, the score for you to see. 16:29 to go. Now, is that... that must be a foul. It's a blocking foul, it is, against one of the Croatian players. It's number 11, Brankovic again, and Brankovic not playing at all well. Big fella, much is expected of him, and they've got real height of these Croatians, but they can't seem to penetrate. Brankovic got his hand to that one, and Raja came in to help, with Alanovic now trying to find the impasse. That's better for Raja. Now this is... Raja shouts, come on, this is the way to do it. And his team only 6 points down, and they've played desperately badly. It's 15:59 to go. Bazarevic tied in on the far side. Mikhailov, I like the look of Mikhailov, I have to say, in number 11 for Russia. He's played very well indeed. Oh, superb assist. Good check by Brankovic that time. Who's got that? Oh, well, the number 6, Sukharev, got it, I think. What was it? It was Panov. It was Panov. And once again, the Russians outplaying the Croatians in that vital rebound department. And that's a foul. A clumsy foul, too, by Alanovic. So, Alanovic, the point guard, 1m93. Lots of height there. Asked the referee, but it was absolutely clear. And substitution coming in from the Russians. The Russians, Mikhailov coming off, and number 13, Fetisov, coming to take his place. And Yuri Selikov has substituted really well on this. He's used his players very, very well indeed. And at the moment, it looks as though it's going to be Russia, unless the Croatians can find the form that we know they have at their very best. But they do lack a penetrating guard now. They've got no one who can control the ball and bring it in effectively to allow the big men to play deep inside. And they're having to come out and work for it. Raja's having to come out and work for it. And Tabak has been substituted on now, incidentally. He's having to come out and work for it. Zone defense at the moment. Trying to recognize the fact that the Croatians not working well inside. So, number 10 for Russia, that's Babkov. Number 10 takes the foul. There he was, to the right of his shot, briefly. Sergei Babkov, born in Novosibirsk. Belongs to the Lokomotiv Novosibirsk club. Yuri Selikov must be happy, unlike Dino Raja. And incidentally, another player missing is Kukoc, Tony Kukoc, and he is recognised generally as Europe's top player. He's missing from the Croatian team. He's had an operation, we understand, on his tonsils, and he's got to rest a while, and so he's had to miss these European Championships, and he makes an enormous difference. He really does. He would have been a player that would have taken on a ball-handling role, actually. He's a big player, he's a forward, but he would have done that, and he would have got a few three-pointers away, too. The Russians, oh, he's fouled surely by all three players by the look of it. And Raja puts his hand up. Dino Raja. So Dino Raja, his first foul. Number 10, Babkov, looking across and saying, I don't think it was Raja. He didn't have any foul, so he stuck his hand up to protect the other players. Yes, it was Raja, wasn't it? It was Raja. It looked as though all three of them did, but it wasn't. So, Fetisov gets it. 56-47. 14 minutes and 31 seconds to go in this semi-final. And the Russians at the moment in the white strip playing so well in this Coca-Cola European semi-final. Yes, yes. Perasovic gets it. That's just what they needed. There's only 7 points the difference, and if the Russians do ease off, then Croatia can come back in. A long, long way to go yet with 14 minutes. 16 fouls against Croatia, 4 against Russia. Just to bring you up to date on that point, there's a foul on the far side against Komazec from Zadar. There. Oh no, here it is, here it is. Moves his body across. Body checks his opponent on the movement pass. 56 to Russia, 49 to Croatia. 13 minutes, 53 seconds left in this semi-final. This is game 7. Oh. Perasovic always missed that one. Just missing 1 or 2, but gets another chance. Good hustling play by Russia. They're impressive today. It's a well-balanced, all-round side, this. It's a strong side, too. They've got all their big guns out here, as far as I can see. Babkov. Yes, for Babkov. And Babkov and Bazarevic are destroying the Croatian defence at the moment. 58-49, and the Croatians just can't come back. 13-9 to go. The team that loses here will not get an opportunity to play for the gold medal. This is about winning. Raja. Does he get his 2? I don't think he does. There's a foul on number 14. Just looking at that on the side of Croatia, it was Raja. There he is. Offensive foul. Offensive foul to Raja. Looks as though it might have been a 3-second violation as well, so he didn't come off too well there. So they brought Gorin on now, the Russians. This substitution has been absolutely super on the part of Yuri Selikov. He's distributed the workload very, very well indeed. Babkov has it around the far side. He's in again. Good play. Just for once by Croatia, salvaging that one. Raja really had to work and then gave it away. And Raja in desperate trouble at the moment. And the substitution coming. Zuric is coming on. I wouldn't be surprised if Raja isn't taken off for a chat. He's the man they've got to rely on. Big number 14 for Croatia. And he's at low ebb, and it's 58-49 to Russia at the moment with 12:22 to go. So, Babkov, defended by Tabak, a mismatch in height. Now, just checking, it's a foul on Tabak there, the 23-year-old from Split, the student of economics. Look at him move across, and the guard's coming through, checks in with his body. So, 58-49, 12 minutes and 10 seconds left. Babkov, 2 from 2 from 3, 5 from 8 from 2. He's got to hit his first free shot, yet he does it. But Babkov has a reputation of being the three-point shooter, the outside shooter. He was a member of the World Junior team back in 1987. They were 6th, the then Soviet Union. So he's a player that's come on and learned his trade. So Babkov, and the crowd really heating up now. It's 60-49, 12 minutes, 3 seconds left. Long way to go yet. That was useful play, nothing called, was it? Yes, it was, 2 points, it went in. Wasn't obvious from here. Mirko Novosel, Croatian coach, looking pensive at the moment, and well he might. 18 fouls now against Croatia. The Russians attacking again. Bazarevic under pressure, took on an awful lot to try and get through some big players in the middle. Now, will that be 2? Yes, it will. 2 points given and a foul, so it'll be bonus. I would think he'll get bonus for that. Yes, he does. Bonus signal. And that will help. Komazec there. Oof. Big foul. Second foul against Fetisov. The 21-year-old. Now this is Komazec. 13 points to his credit so far. And that very badly needed. And Croatia coming back. They're coming back. Only 6 points and still 11 minutes to go. And just for the moment, Bazarevic has gone quiet. They brought Godin on in his place. And this is the point of the game where it could all change. Now, there's a foul there. A basket won't count. It was before it's a one-on-one. It was before the shot went up. With the team foul situation now beyond 8, there'll be a one-on-one. Have a look at this. Looked like Vladimir Godin. Yes, it is Godin, the number 4. Came across and got him. Backed away too late. The team foul marker, not obvious to the Croatian bench. It's just been highlighted for them, so that the situation absolutely clear. We've got a timeout. And Russia have called it. They were losing the rhythm for the moment. A last glance up by the Croatian coach Mirko Novosel signals the start of another phase of play. 11 minutes and 6 seconds left. Russia 60, Croatia 54. Croatia beyond the 8-team foul situation. Attacking once again. Alanovic looking to get through. This is certainly better performance at the moment. Tabak, he's in this time, little reverse flick. And that is better play by Croatia, who've struggled and struggled and struggled. And it's now only 4 points, 60-56. And if the Russians let this go now, well, it'll be quite extraordinary. Because they've dominated the game. Their defence has been absolutely superb, but it was at such an intensity that eventually perhaps it was bound to flounder just a bit and allow the Croatians in. And there's another one, another missed shot from outside, no rebound this time, and Croatia trying to get the break going. Perasovic looking to get inside, he does, and misses it, and that was a welcome rebound from Mikhailov again. Mikhailov has played well, hasn't he? Babkov gets inside, the whistle's gone before he took the shot, and there's a foul on Komazec, the number 13. 10 minutes, 17 seconds left, 60-56, Russia over Croatia. This is the semi-final. To win the European Championship, you've got to win here. Got the first one. Gets another. Sergei Babkov. Good rebound, misses that second one, and Tabak took the rebound. Alanovic brings it down, defended by Godin at the moment. Now it's tightening up again, the defense working really hard. It's man-to-man. There's a zone emphasis in the center of the paint, I have to say that. Ball being rotated quickly, and there's... Oh, that's a foul, that's a foul. And it's against... I'm just looking down to see number 6. It's against Sukharev by the look of it. This is absolutely wide open now. And you just get a feeling that the Croatian side is beginning to believe in itself again. Dino Raja is not on the court, and he wasn't low ebb. He certainly wasn't playing in the way that we know he can play. But then his teammate Tony Kukoc isn't here. And those two together work like clockwork. There it is, 3 points the difference. Oh, and an error, and this time by Babkov. And this is an opportunity for Croatia to come right back into this. Now, Komazec on the near side, a screen by Tabak. Komazec inside. Perasovic. And there's a foul before the shot, no basket. Bazarevic is the man to foul, clearly indicated. Yuri Selikov paces relentlessly. His team are letting this game go at the moment, and Croatia who I have to say in the first half were a disaster, really, really started to come back. Perasovic. The Russian defence is by no means as effective now, and they're certainly tired. And one can expect it in tournaments of this kind. Look at that, 9:23 to go, 61-60. 1 point between them. Mikhailov, defended by Alanovic on the top, no way in at the moment. This is better defence by Croatia now. They've come alive, and they're starting to play, and they've got a five players there who are really intent on moving. And is that a charging foul against Valimir Gorin? Off the ball, it is, I think. I do believe it is. And the number 4 for Russia has 3 fouls. So, Alanovic brings it in again. Lots of defending play by Bazarevic, but he's... Oh, there was a miss there. It was Zurich getting inside, and the ball's gone against Croatia. And that's a real respite for the Russians, who are under siege. They really were. 8 minutes, 41 to go, and Croatia beginning to play like Croatia. Fetisov out on the top, and that's a long shot, and it's a very good shot, and it's Panov's shot, and that's very welcome. It takes it to 64-60. 8:24 to go. Alanovic brings it in. Defended by Bazarevic. Man-to-man. Gorin tight in. The shot from Perasovic bouncing out, and Russia have an opportunity, and there are substitutions coming shortly for Croatia. I can see Zhetikanin coming to the bench below, as you can see him, number 12. Clearly that little bit of momentum has gone now. Bazarevic. Gorin. Gorin defended by Tabak, a total mismatch. Oh, and that's the biggie. That's the big one. It's 3 to Gorin, and it's put the Russians back out at 67-60. And just when Croatia were coming back, the Russians hit hard. So, Perasovic and their number 13, Komazec. Komazec looking to get through on the inside. He's missed it again, but that was a little left-hand tip by Zurich, and so welcome. A little bit of pressure coming from Perasovic. Slows it down now. 67-62, 7:10 to go. Semi-final, game 7. Who will stand a chance from this of getting the gold medal? Only the winning team will. Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul. Perasovic, number 5, 28 years old, 1.96 m. And substitutions now. Komazec coming off, and Zhetikanin going on as we watch this slow motion. There. There. That's when the foul occurred. When Fetisov changed direction. So Fetisov on the line. And still only 5 points, but the Croatians just can't come to terms. Yuri Selikov, the coach to Russia. He's been here before. He's been in tight corners before, time and time again. And six points separating the two sides. Andrei Fetisov, 2 meters and 10 from the Spartak Leningrad club. Versatile, fast, skillful, all of those things. And his free shooting's good too. 69-62, and the Russians composed yet again. And Alanovic trying to initiate another move. Zurich trying to get inside again, couldn't do it. That's a couple of times he's lost the ball. And now Bazarevic. I just have a feeling they need Dino Raja out there to get inside again. A team that's really beginning to go forward needs Raja, and needs him in an attack role underneath that basket in high percentage zone. Bazarevic looking to get through. Gorin is out there as other guard, but he's going for himself again. Oh, that's Mikhailov. What a player Mikhailov is. If you pick anybody, it's him. He's cleaned up, he's swept up, he's rebounded, he's shot, he's been everywhere. 71-62. Russia. 6:02 to go. Oh yes, Tabak. 71-64. The last 5 minutes then of this semi-final between Russia and Croatia. Russia in white, Croatia without Toni Kukoc, and without, so tragically, Dražan Petrovic, the man who captained Croatia to a silver medal in Barcelona. His death recently, much mourned, and he's so missed. 1-1. There's the foul. Clumsy foul by Alanovic. Bazarevic got 18 points in the first half. Hit absolutely everything. Had 1 or 2 misses in this half, and that follow-in by Fetisov almost took him by surprise. Foul on the part of Andrei Fetisov, and that's confirmed. 71-64, it'll be 1-1. There it is. Leans across as Alanovic breaks away. Lazy foul, unnecessary really. Substitution, Gorin coming off, and Babkov coming on. Now Babkov a little bit more of a versatile player at the moment, although Gorin really is a big player. 75 times he's been an international for his country. Oh, that's, looks as if it went out of bounds, but not quite, judged by the referee. So, Smiles, as once again Russia attack. Bazarevic. Babkov defended by Alanovic out on the top. Man-to-man the defence. It's pushing out and pushing out, preventing the inlet pass to the big players. Mikhailov is under the basket, marked by Tabak. And there's the open space, and that was a beautiful clear-out. It really was, to allow the driving player to come through. And that may well have put the final nail in.
The Croatians knew by now they couldn't catch up, and though they persevered till the end, with just 10 seconds to go, it was far too late.
1 second left. That's it. Russia are through to the final. They've beaten Croatia 84-76. And what a game that was. The Russians in the first half had such a defense that the Croatians couldn't get through it. They didn't have Kukoc, they didn't have Dražan Petrovic, and my goodness, it told, but no credit taken away from these guys. And what about Bazarevic, number 9, being embraced there by Panov? He, along with Mikhailov, were my men of the match. Wonderful, wonderful scenes here. Russia are through to the final.
Well, confirmation there of the final score. Russia ending up comfortable winners, 84-76, justifying their tag as favourites. So the Greek and German teams are aware now of the task ahead in the final. The Russians, they celebrated their victory in style. Who could blame them? For the time being, from the Olympic Hall in Munich, from Stuart Story, goodbye.